Well, the Olympics may be over, but I am not done talking about them just yet. We got a full week of Olympics recap coverage just for you guys. And today we're starting with recapping the final day of competition, which was yesterday on Sunday. We are talking women's basketball. We're talking women's volleyball, Team USA in the finals for both of those events. We're talking some handball, some water polo. We're talking the final overall medal count. Spoiler alert, it's a tie. And we also discussed the controversial call to take away Jordan Childs' bronze medal. All that and more right here on Coast to Coast Sports. My name is Levi. Welcome back. It is Monday, August 12th, Season 2, Episode 11. And like I said, we open with women's basketball. The U.S. women's basketball team, the final event of the 2024 Paris Olympics. Team USA had won 60 straight games going into this thing. It was not supposed to be this close, but Team France, once again, on their home turf, they had the entire crowd behind them. They made this thing a game, and this was a real basketball game. France versus the United States. The men's team won on Saturday, and so the French women's team looking for revenge. It was super close. Final score 67-66. AJ Wilson played a really, really good game. Kalia Copper she played fantastic as well. We saw Team USA just do enough. It was a low-scoring game. It was chippy. It was defensive. USA was up 15-9 at the end of the first quarter, but at halftime, they were tied 25-25. USA was up 20-18 in the third, and France actually won the fourth quarter by 1 point, but they lost the game by 1. France was up at times. They led by 3 at 1 point. They led by 4 at 1 point. It was a huge scare. You know, if this was the 61st straight win, this was probably the hardest of all 61 of those wins. But yet, Team USA has won 8 straight gold medals in women's basketball. United States was up by 3 at the very end of the game. France, Gabby Williams had the ball. She sunk what at first I thought was a 3-pointer, but then we looked back, we watched the tape, it was a 2. So instead of tying the game, sending it to overtime, Gabby Williams came up short, and France lost by 1. AJ Wilson, I already mentioned her, 21 points, 13 rebounds. Crucial defensively as well. Kelsey Plum picked up 12 points. Kalia Copper with 12 points off the bench. Gabby Williams, she led France with 19 points and 7 rebounds, was almost the hero, but instead it is 8 straight gold medals for Team USA, and that was the medal that put the United States up to 40. United States obviously won 39 medals in Tokyo, which was one more than China. This time they win 40 medals, which is the same as China, but we'll get to that in a little bit. I just want to congratulate Team USA women's basketball. What a incredible dynasty, especially for someone like Diana Taurasi, who has now won, I believe, her 5th Olympic gold medal. That is so impressive at 42 years old. The bronze medal match, I'm not sure who won it. Let's look it up. Bronze medal basketball. The bronze medal match, it was Australia. Australia winning the bronze medal in women's basketball. So good for them. Now let's talk about a close game that Team USA didn't win. United States taking on Italy in the women's volleyball final, also happening yesterday, very early in the morning. This game happened while I was still asleep. I wanted to wake up for it, didn't end up getting up in time, but Team Italy got the win 3-0. So Team USA, of course, the gold medal winners from Tokyo, they lose to Italy. They go down 3-0. Italy winning the first set 25-18. They won the second set 25-20. They win the third set 25-17. So it was a sweep for Italy. Italy led by star players Miriam Sila, Loveth Omaruyu, Marina Lubian, Ekaterina Antropova, Gaia Giovanni, Alessia Ora, Paolo Agonu, Sarah Ferrer, Monica Di Gennaro, Anna Dinesi, Carlotto Cambi, and Caterina Chiara Bossetti. A really good Italian team, and they win the gold medal. Tough luck for Team USA. They settle for silver. That medal could have put USA above China, but instead they end up settling for silver. Still a good team. Catherine Plummer had a really great tournament. Avery Skinner had a really, really good tournament as well. And we saw some stars being made out of this tournament, but unfortunately Italy was just too much for Team USA. They were the top-ranked team in the world. USA, of course, the defending champions, and Italy. No, yeah, Italy is a powerhouse. The United States winning their 7th all-time medal in volleyball. So only the Soviet Union, the no longer existent Soviet Union, has more medals in volleyball overall. But Italy with the gold. Paolo Agono took a 6-1 lead out of the gate for Italy. She was incredible all game. She was a true star out there. And in the end, Team Italy with the win. So Team USA's women have done so well these Olympics. They swept it in track relays. They swept it in swimming relays. They won gymnastics, soccer, women's rugby bronze medal. They've done so much. Team USA women, so much to be proud of. This time, still a silver medal, still really good. Let's talk marathon. We talked about the men's marathon yesterday. The women's marathon finals taking place on Sunday morning. Sifan Hassan out of the Netherlands. She won the gold medal in the marathon. She's been so impressive at these Olympics. We've talked about her already. She won a bronze medal in the 5K and the 10K, and then goes in and wins the gold in the marathon. She has ran so much at these Olympics. It is so impressive. In the span of a week, winning 3 distance medals. That never happens. She was right there with Tigst Assefa of Ethiopia. Assefa was with her pretty much the entire race. It was very close, neck and neck. They were trading the lead for most of the race. And at the very end, with about maybe 200, 300 meters to go, Hassan started all out sprinting. She surpassed Assefa and she won the race. She says at the end, she felt like she was dreaming. She thought, this is just a 100-meter sprint. Come on, Sifan, one more. Just feel it. The Dutch track star taking the gold. I believe she's already won it. She's actually from Ethiopia, but she runs for the Netherlands. She ran an Olympic record time of 2 hours, 22 minutes, and 55 seconds. Assefa takes the silver. She missed it by only 3 seconds. It just goes to show for such a long race, 3 seconds. That's the difference between gold and silver. That is insane. Kenya's Helen Obiri takes the bronze, and once again, really strong showing for both Kenya and Ethiopia, the two best African distance running countries. Ethiopia and Kenya, they came to play at these Olympics. Kenya with 11 gold medals in these Olympics. That is the 5th straight Olympics that they have been into the double digits, and that is in partially thanks to Kenyan distance runner Helen Obiri, who takes the bronze. But it was Sifan Hassan who was the story. Again, I really find it hard to believe that someone is able to run that much and be that good at it. Like, the 5K and the marathon are two very, very different events, two very, very different distances. I mean, the 5K is really short compared to a marathon, and Sifan Hassan, it doesn't phase her. It doesn't even matter. She's able to do them both so well, so elegantly. She runs so smoothly. It's really fun to watch her run. It's really fun to watch her go. She was the favorite coming in, and now she has 3 medals at these Olympics. 1 gold, 2 bronze. How about that? Sifan Hassan. What a star. Moving over to the handball court, it was Denmark who won the gold medal against Germany in a 39-26 match. It was not all that close. So Denmark, what a dominant run they have had in handball. They won the bronze for the women. They take gold for the men, the only country to win a medal for both men and women's handball. Denmark had a really nice run. They were offensively brilliant. A 39-26 game that did not even feel close at all. Spain takes the bronze in a much closer game against Slovenia. Slovenia was leading for a lot of this game. Spain ends up winning 23-22. It was a really close game, a really tight game. It makes me think about just what is the difference playing for gold versus silver. I almost wonder if playing for bronze is more intense because you're not guaranteed a medal. Whereas if you're playing for gold, once you fall behind, you're still guaranteed silver. So maybe that bronze medal match actually ends up being more intense. I don't know. I'd be interested to do a little more of a study on that. But clearly Slovenia wanted it badly, and Slovenia and Spain very evenly matched. Denmark was just too much of a powerhouse throughout these tournaments. But Denmark, yeah, they beat Slovenia 31-30. So potentially that semifinal game between Slovenia and Denmark, that was more of the real gold medal match. Denmark beat Sweden in the quarterfinals. In the preliminary round, they crushed Norway. They also crushed Hungary, and they crushed Argentina. So Denmark had a really nice run at these Olympics. They beat Egypt as well. They beat France. They beat everybody they played. Denmark was just that good. I think they went undefeated, 7-0, or no, 8-0 actually. Good for Denmark. Congratulations on the win. And meanwhile, in the pool, it was Serbia taking down Croatia in the men's gold medal match for water polo. Serbia has had a really good Olympics when you consider basketball, when you consider Novak Djokovic, tennis, and then their water polo team winning their second straight. Yeah, hard to believe a country so small as Serbia is able to be so good at multiple sports. They've been very good at water polo. It's their third consecutive men's water polo gold. Meanwhile, Team USA missed out on a medal. Italy won the USA did win. USA won a bronze medal against Hungary, 11-8. But the Serbia-Croatian game, that was intense. Croatia is a traditional powerhouse at water polo, and so is Serbia. So this was a very close game. 13-11 was what we were at. That was the final score, 13-11. And yeah, it was a good game. It was a really intense game. It's a scrappy sport, man. These guys are grabbing themselves like underwater, pulling each other under. There's a lot that goes on under there. It's hard to believe how athletic these guys are, able to just tread water basically the entire time. The Serbian flag, though, hanging over the goal. Milos Kuk scoring 3 times. Radislav Filipovic making 10 saves for the 13-11 win. Team captain Nikola Jaksic had 2 goals for Serbia, as did Nikola Dedovic. Nikola must be a really popular name in Serbia. It was a balanced attack for them, and a really, really fun game. Serbia joining Britain and Hungary, the only countries to win 3 straight Olympic titles in men's water polo. The final medal count is officially out. Team USA, like we talked about, tied with China for gold medals. It is the first time in Olympic history for the Summer Olympics that there has been a tie atop the medal count. That's kind of cool. There has been a tie in the Winter Games. In one of the very early editions of the Winter Olympics, Sweden tied with Norway for the medal lead. Team USA in 2021, USA 39 golds, China had 38. Now they are tied. It's been a pretty close matchup since 2008. China's been right there with Team USA. I crunched the numbers between USA and China. Since 2008, this is where we're at. United States 209 gold medals, China 191. So we are 18 gold medals ahead of them in the last 5 Olympics. Of course, China in 2008 led in medals and in golds. The only time they've ever led in total medals, and the only time they've ever had the outright lead in golds. In total medals, we are still significantly ahead, 576 to 442. Great Britain is third in the past 5 Olympics, 111 gold medals, 302 total medals. Japan sneaking into the top 3 as well, 20 gold medals, 45 total medals, 12 silvers, 13 bronzes. Japan was at 13. They were 5 back of Australia, but Japan had a late push with some medals in some ping pong, some boxing, I believe, some judo medals that helped Japan push themselves into 20. Australia 18 in 4th, France 16. The Netherlands surprisingly surpassing Great Britain. They had 15 gold medals, Great Britain at 14, despite having the 3rd most total medals of 65. Britain is 7th in golds. So I don't like how there's not a weighting system. Just to be perfectly honest, I wish there was a weighting system. Because I think, Britain obviously 7th in golds, but they deserve some more recognition. They were 65th. They had 65 total medals. They're in 6th place. So I've comprised my own little weighting system. I'm going to show it to you. This is the all-time medals table, and I've weighted it. I've given out 2 points for a silver, 3 points for a gold, 1 point for bronze. So it's a 3-2-1 weighting scale. This is how it shook out. United States coming in at number 1. Obviously, we had the most golds, silvers, and bronzes. That makes sense. China at number 2. France comes in 3rd. They didn't have as many golds as some of these other countries, but they had a lot of silvers. France actually ended up only 1 back of China for silver medals. They had 26 silver medals 122 bronze medals. So France ends up in third with a weighted score of 122. Great Britain, really very close. 14 golds, 22 silvers, and Britain is helped out. They had the second most bronze medals of the games. 29 bronze medals for Great Britain gives them a weighted score of 115. Australia, 5th place on the weighted scale with a score of 108. 18 golds, 19 silver, 16 bronze. Very consistent across the board. Japan coming in 6th with the 20 golds, but not as many silver and bronze. Italy in 7th. The Netherlands 8th. Germany 9th. South Korea 10. I went all the way down to the top 25. Canada in 11th place. They just barely miss out on the top 10. New Zealand in 12th. Hungary with a surprising 13th. Brazil 14. Spain 15. Uzbekistan coming in 16th with 8 gold medals. I still don't know what Uzbekistan won gold medals in. Iran 17. Sweden 18. Ukraine 19. Kenya, our highest African country, the only African country in the top 25. Kenya coming in at 20th overall on the weighted scale. Romania 21, Norway 22, Belgium 23, Georgia 24th. Wow, way to go, Georgia. Poland in 25th, Ireland 26th, tied with Denmark. That is the weighted scale rankings. I like these rankings better than the official rankings because I think it adequately rewards each medal for what it's worth. Obviously, gold medals are important. I think the weighted system is important as well, and the USA coming out on top, as we should. Now, there is one more medal that Team USA could be winning. It's a bronze medal that went to Jordan Chiles, and it has been stripped away from her. Unfortunately, the Romanian committee, to their credit, they found the loophole to the rule, but it just doesn't sit well with me. Because Jordan Chiles is not being stripped of this medal that she does not deserve. She does deserve this medal. She won 3rd place. She would have been in 5th place. But the United States appealed her score because they got her score wrong. They misscored how difficult her elements were. So they redid the scoring, and Chiles was re-ranked from 5th to 3rd. Okay, fair enough, right? But not fair enough. The Romanian gymnast who finished in 4th, she felt like she had been robbed of a bronze medal. The Romanian committee appealed, and essentially the appeal was that the United States appeal was submitted 4 seconds too late, right? There's only a couple of minutes that you are able to submit these appeals. And Romania, according to them, they crunched the numbers, they watched the video replay, and the U.S. coach submitted the appeal 4 seconds late. I don't know how you can know 4 seconds. Different watches are off by 4 seconds, so I don't really understand how they can definitively know the exact second that the appeal was submitted. But either way, the U.S. inquiry was submitted apparently 4 seconds too late. Romania appealed, and in the end, the gymnastics committee, the IOC, has determined that Romania is correct. So Romania, their request was for a shared bronze medal. They wanted Ana Barbosu and Manica Voina, who are the 2 gymnasts who Jordan Chiles surpassed, to get bronze medals as well. Their request was for a 3-way shared bronze. What happened? Well, the IOC said no to that. They're not going to let them share the bronze. They said it can only go to Manica Voina, who finished 4th. So Sabrina Manica Voina, she is now the bronze medalist from Romania. Jordan Chiles has to give it back. Well, that's not what Romania wanted. They're screwing over Jordan Chiles. It's annoying because, yes, she did complete the move. She did what she needed to do. the scoring committee got it wrong, and now they're saying that because we didn't appeal their wrong decision in time, they have to stick with the wrong bronze medalist. It doesn't make sense to me. But what do I know? So the USA is appealing the appeal to the appeal, which is now it's a third appeal on top of another appeal. So the hope is that the USA will able to get this. The United States Olympic Committee is arguing that it wasn't given time to prepare an adequate defense. USA Gymnastics dropped a bombshell claiming timestamped evidence was requested within a minute. They are saying the video footage shows that the USA submitted it after 47 seconds, which is within the acceptable time. So somehow we're getting one number that says 47 seconds. We're seeing another number that says 64 seconds. It sucks that Jordan Childs' bronze medal is going to come down to which of those numbers is correct. Was it 47? Was it 64? Was it somewhere in between? It's annoying that there's an actual medal on the line between that. And the way I see it, whoever deserves to have the highest score should get the medal. And Jordan Childs had the higher score. Team Romania didn't even want this. They just wanted fair treatment for their athlete who they thought got screwed over. I can see why. The rules are the rules. I get it. The rules are the rules. But in the end, I still think it's dumb. With that all being said, guys, this is a wrap up this show. Thank you all so much for watching. This is Coast to Coast Sports. I'll see you guys tomorrow for more Olympics recap coverage.